Okay, now that we're all back on, we'll move into our support services briefing and ask Mark to get us started.
Good morning, Commissioners. Today I'm bringing before you an approval for Margaret Connolly to be appointed to the Lewis Mason Thurston Area and Aging for a 2-year term ending December 24th.
Okay.
Just got on here to see if Margaret is here with us. I do not see her connected, but would be happy to answer any questions that I might be able to answer. There's a lot of her background, and I think one thing that I did notice is that she currently lives in Thurston County, but she's in the process of building a home here in Mason County, and so she'd like to serve as our representative.
And just real quick, she comes very highly recommended by our representative here. So,
but at the time, by law or by our own statute, they have to live in the county, right? No?
I thought they did. I'd be interested to clarify that. She certainly has a great background for it, and I think would be a great addition to it. But I'm not sure we can appoint her until she resides in the county to represent us, at least.
Yeah. Maybe we could put her in Thurston's and then transfer her over.
I can look into that. I noticed that this morning, so I was unable to do any research with our legal counsel to see what they thought about that, but I will definitely follow up with them on that.
Yeah, maybe we can revisit that after you have a conversation with Tim and maybe bring it back next Monday. That work, Commissioners?
Yep.
Okay.
That's all I had on my agenda for you today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Commissioners, anything for Mark? Any commissioner discussion? Okay. Okay. Next up, we have WSU Extension. We have Dan Teuteberg with us. Hi, Dan.
Good morning, everybody.
Right.
You received our fall winter report for 2022. I'm excited to get back into the swing of things now. As the weather is changing, so the volunteers are coming out of the woodwork, it seems like, and things are planning and happening. Just to highlight a few things for you, in January, we've trained 11 4-H archery instructors to help with our shooting sports program. Wonderful opportunity for youth to learn about archery. We're excited. We also received a grant from the Grays Harbor Community Foundation to support buying a trailer to haul our archery equipment around. So that trailer is currently housed at my house because we're doing archery in South Mason County area. It'll be going up to the Belfair area and then into Grays Harbor. It'll go to Hump Tulips. It kind of is going to move our gear all the way around Mason and Grays Harbor County, which is fantastic. We have some great outreach events for 4-H happening. We have our monthly Clover Kids events and twice a month our Family Robotics nights. And I'm proud to announce that we are also planning our summer camp for 2022. We've been training 25 youth counselors the past few months. They have to do a total of 32 training hours on various youth development topics. And then they're going to be our counselors for the upcoming summer. So it's pretty exciting out at Panhandle 4-H. Our Small Farms program hosted Cultivating Success. It's an 11-week workshop, and we had 28 participants between the 3 county areas. So that's a fantastic program to support the Small Farms program here. Master gardeners are also busy planning and coordinating. Our plant sale is going to be coming up in May, as well as Catalyst Park is getting cleaned up and moved into the growing season, which is great. We had a wonderful Through the Garden Gate series as well, our virtual educational program coming up, which is wonderful. And my last one is the Noxious Weed program is going to go through a bit of a change coming up. We're currently hiring a weed specialist position. That's our part-time position is posted, and we're looking forward to filling that role. But Pat has also decided to move on to a long-standing, wonderful employee in the Noxious Weed program here, and she will be dearly missed. I'm glad she announced it when she did. That gives us time to plan and coordinate. Although there's no replacing Pat, she brings and has a tremendous skill set and knowledge. I look forward to working with everybody involved to get that coordinator position posted and getting the right candidate to move that program in the right direction the way that Pat has designed it and set it up. So I'm looking forward to next steps on all those pieces with you on that one. So that's just my brief program report. All of our information is on our website, our quarterly reports or things like that. I appreciate your support and all that as we keep moving ahead with our wonderful programs.
Great. Commissioners, any questions or feedback for Dan?
A comment, Pat will be definitely missed. And I also really enjoy seeing the pledge put on in your report at the bottom of the pages. Those, I think it's an amazing pledge and more people should live by it.
It's fun watching the kids say it. We did it. We hosted an archery training yesterday afternoon, and the youth say it, and they always do like the head, heart, hands, and they do all the actions, which is great.
That's cool.
Well, if you have any questions or things come up, feel free to let me know. I appreciate your support, and thank you very much.
Excellent, Dan. Thanks as always. Good to see you. Okay. Did Sheryl make it back? I think we have, do we need to give Sheryl a minute?
Yes.
She's on.
Great.
Sorry, I'm having a couple of technical difficulties this morning, so I apologize. There's no camera, but I'm here. Good morning, commissioners. This is an amendment to the Monarch Children's Advocacy Center contract that we have had with them. They do our forensic children's interviews for us. So this is an extension of that contract, and it is also an addition of services. They've agreed to get the translators when those are necessary, and then we'll be billing through Monarch, so we don't have to have contracts with other translating agencies. So Tim Whitehead has looked at this and approved it as to form, and I believe that Mackenzie has a copy of that he has signed. So that's what that is. It shouldn't be any difference in the budget.
Okay. Commissioners, any questions or feedback for Sheryl on this?
No, great organization. Actually, I think Commissioner Trasser's on the committee now that's umbrellaed underneath them. I had an opportunity to visit them years ago and see some of the work they do. Incredible stuff.
Yeah, they are, that's part of the Community Action Council, and the people there are just amazing. They have such a passion for this and passion to help the kids make it through, and just, God, I can't say enough about them. They're just amazing. If you get an opportunity, go meet the dog if they're ever there, because they've got 2 dogs and the kids just love them. So absolutely, Sheryl, I think this is great.
All right.
Yeah,
So
I concur.
Sorry.
Nope, all good.
So we'll put this on for the next action agenda on March 29th.
Sounds good.
Good.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Next up, we're moving into community services. Dave and team.
Hey, good morning, commissioners, and happy Pi Day.
Happy Pi Day.
Yeah.
That's right.
Come to the dork side, we have pie. So starting off this morning, I've got a request to, as you know, Alex has given his notice, and we're requesting to put Ian Tracy in as interim manager with out of class pay, and starting that on the action agenda tomorrow, so we can get that going. Alex, I think his last day is the 25th of this month. So things are coming up very quickly here.
Yeah, support. Sad to see him go because he's a great asset and he'll do great at his next position. So good job.
Couldn't agree more. We'll miss having Alex around.
Absolutely.
Okay, we'll move forward with that on the action agenda for tomorrow. Our next thing is Alex actually on here with on-site sewage advisory committee applications.
Yeah, good morning, commissioners. I've got 3 applications for the sewage advisory committee. Wes Graves and Kim Delaney are currently serving on this committee, and they're wishing to do another 3-year term. And then Dave Killeran is a contractor that's interested in the contractor position. And that's a position that's sat vacant for many years. So we're excited to have a contractor with the group and help weigh in and bring that input to it.
Commissioners, this will bring up the other question we just had earlier as well, because if you'll notice, Dave is from Olympia.
Yeah. I probably need to double check on that one as well. I don't know if this is set up any differently, given that it's representing an industry type thing. So I don't know. We just need to get that confirmed with the AAA position.
But I'm in favor of reappointing.
Same here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So would you guys be good trying to, because we've got 2 weeks until the next agenda when this would go on, trying to address that situation with Dave in the meantime? And then if it's good, then we would continue with that.
Next, we have a meeting on the 21st.
Okay.
You want to just brief it then, find out and brief it then?
Yeah, we can do that. Perfect. Thank you.
Great.
Thanks, Alex.
Okay, so the next thing we have then is Marissa.
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
So the item I'm bringing before you is the annual capital facilities plan update to correspond with the annual capital budget. We received some updates from Public Works and Support Services regarding the 6-year capital facilities improvement worksheets that we have within the plan. Criminal and the Police and Criminal Justice Department also updated their narrative within the plan as well. So the capital facilities plan is one item of the comprehensive plan that we can update more than once a year to correspond with the capital budget. And we have done that so it can be as accurate as possible in corresponding with the capital budget. So the PAC reviewed this update on February 28th at their meeting and did recommend to forward it to the BOCC. And I'm hoping that we can place it on the March 29th action agenda to set up a public hearing for April 26th. And if you have any questions on any of the updated worksheets, please let me know.
Commissioners, any questions or comments for Marissa?
Great job.
Oh, sorry, I did want to mention too that we're actually doing a more comprehensive update on this capital facilities plan. We're beginning work on it, so that should be coming up before you guys a little bit later this year too.
Great. All good for me moving it to the agenda on the 29th to set the hearing. Commissioners, all good with you?
Same.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
It's like a good read. Thanks, Marissa.
Marissa.
Okay, that's the end of our set agenda. I did receive the draft plans for RIA 14 and 15. I'll be going through those today and figuring out what they mean for us. What happens next is those draft plans will go to the Salmon Recovery Board for them to look at. Then we'll go back to Ecology for rulemaking after that. So I'm not sure what the timeline looks like on that, but I'll be going through the plan. I've already heard back a little bit from PUD 1. And so we'll review and kind of get our heads together around what it's looking like for us here in Mason County with those two plans.
Great. Anything for Dave, commissioners?
Nope. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thanks, Dave.
Okay, thanks.
Next up, moving on to Public Works. Loretta.
Good morning,
Morning.
Morning.
commissioners. Dialed in here. So first up on our agenda, we got a news release that Richard will share with you about the vouchers and the United Way Day of Caring.
hold on, here we go.
I was going to say maybe.
I'm feeling the pain of technical difficulties. Okay, so here we go. 2022 United Way's Day of Caring free dump vouchers. In partnership with Mason County Public Works and Republic Services, United Way of Mason County will be handing out vouchers for the 2022 Days of Caring. Vouchers will be handed out to 200 Mason County residents on a first come, first served basis to be redeemable at the Mason County landfill at 501 East Eels Hill Road, Shelton, Washington. Starting March 30th, 2022, vouchers will be available Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the United Way of Mason County's office located at 536 West Railroad Avenue, Shelton, Washington. To receive a voucher, you must fill out the required paperwork and have a valid ID and proof of Mason County address. Vouchers will only cover 2,000 pounds of household garbage. For any questions, please contact United Way of Mason County at 360-426-4999. And for rules and restrictions for household garbage, 360-427-9670, extension 199. More information regarding the voucher process and items covered and not covered by the voucher is available on the Mason County Utilities and Waste Management Solid Waste webpage. And there we go.
Great. Must mean spring is around the corner.
That's right. Spring cleaning time.
Yay.
I still want to say, Commissioners, I'm saddened that the people from North Mason now have to travel and spend probably more in gas to get there because the gas prices to deliver it all the way to Shelton. If you live in Dewato or Tahuya, that's a lot of money and time.
Okay. Appreciate your comments on that, Commissioner.
Commissioners, I have to say that I am very appreciative of this program, our Adopt a Road programs, and our sheriff's litter crew, and folks that park their vehicles and aren't dumping on the wayside. Holy moly, I just came back touring, I shouldn't say touring, but we came through Wyoming, Idaho, and Montana, and Washington State was markedly much dirtier along the highways. And I am really, really grateful for the folks that are doing their part to keep our highways clean and our roads clean.
It was really interesting. There was an article, I think in the Kitsap Sun, an editorial maybe last week or the week before about the issue of why we're seeing more, some of the reasons we're seeing more roadside litter than we have in the past. And certainly due, it seems like in large part to the ecology crews and folks that go out and pick the roadside litter up, those hours being cut in many cases in half due to COVID over the past 2 years. So hopefully now as things are starting to, look a little bit more optimistic in that regard, ecology will be able to send those groups back out and DOT as well. So it's definitely noticeable, but this is certainly one tool to help with that. And just the adoptive road folks in our community,
yes,
just do a tremendous job both on the state and our county roads. So hats off to them for getting out and making it happen.
Absolutely.
I'll second that. I know I've had people reach out and I've sent them the links to where to go. So it's a great opportunity for people to help out with the community. Drove through Oregon this weekend and their roads look amazing. Their highways are just clean, and then you cross over into Washington and it's a drastic change. It's unfortunate. So having opportunities like this to be able to go out and dump your trash for free, great opportunity. And thanks to everyone that's chipped in and help clarify some of the misinformation earlier.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up, Commissioner. I was wondering, are we all clear on the program and what we've got going and vouchers? And is there any follow-up we need to provide for our folks that are on the front lines taking the calls?
I would just ask that you reach out to the people that are answering the phones here and just clarify, just to make sure that we're all on the same page.
Yes.
I think it was unfortunate that we had the miscommunications, but I appreciate the clarifications as we to where we are now. So appreciate that a lot.
Okay, perfect.
A special thank you to the community members that have stepped up to make things happen. John Beavers up in the north end and other groups that have just gone out and picked up the trash themselves. Mark Widowich, I hope I said his name right, and his trail group, the incredible work that they've done for going out there, and they're bringing in incredible amounts of trash from the trails and from the places that they're walking out there. So thank you to all of them for stepping up, especially when the government is not able to do as much as they were doing.
Yeah, no, that's a great use of the voucher program, Commissioner Netherland. Definitely appreciate those volunteer efforts. Okay, next up, we have a private occupancy permit being requested on North Shore Road, and Mike can give you a little detail on that. We're asking to put that on the action agenda.
Yes, this is a typical private line occupancy permit application. This is at 17491 North Shore Road. There is a serving 3 different homes, a new power line and water line to go under the road. The existing system has always been damaged and been a problem, so this is a good idea to replace this.
Any
Supportive.
Same.
And next I have up is approval of the county road project numbers for Boyer Road and Snyder. These projects were gravel conversions. We did them last year, but at this point in time, we're reporting on what we've accomplished last year to CRAB, and they would prefer these roads to actually have CRP numbers instead of just a project number. And so it's kind of formality to assign them these numbers so we can put them in the reporting program.
Hey, commissioners, any questions or?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
Good.
Just a quick thanks to Mike and our finance team and Kelly and the engineering staff. It's time to prepare for our annual reporting coming up in April. And there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes to get that annual report together. And they've just done a fantastic job in making sure that we're timely and pulling together accurate information. So big thanks to Kelly, Mike, Dave, Cobry, Lucy, our finance folks. It's a big team that makes it happen. So good job to all who have played their part in that.
Very cool.
Loretta, a special thank you to TipCap regarding the issue that Mike had just briefed us on. TipCap changing from gravel roads to chip seal, one of their priorities. Let them know that the commission appreciates their work and their effort and the fact that we've been able to accomplish that.
Yeah, it's exciting. We're really happy. And like you say, Commissioner Netherland, hats off to them for taking a look and seeing that as a community-wide need and making recommendations on priorities. Absolutely. All right. So I've been wading through messages and emails and phone calls and playing catch up, and
Yes, welcome back.
glad to be back. And everybody handled things just fine. I really don't have yay. So good job to the team for keeping things rolling.
You do have an amazing team up there.
Absolutely. I'm very grateful.
Excellent. Commissioners, anything for Loretta? Okay, awesome. Thanks, everybody. Okay, commissioners, we have hit the end of our agenda. Anything for commissioner discussion before we adjourn for the morning? Okay, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
It's seconded that we adjourn. Any discussion? Hearing none, call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion carries, and we'll see everybody tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Take care.